The VST track mixer provides various types of visual feedback to help you perform a variety of mixing tasks. Some of the design aspects of the mixer are modeled after consoles, and for those of you who are used to working on consoles, I'm sure you'll feel right at home. For those of you new to working with mixers, you'll find the mixer is not only easy to work with, but it's laid out very logically. You can access the VST track mixer in two ways. First, by pressing the Mixer View button located in the Project Editor toolbar. Second, by accessing one of 4 configurable mixers from the main device menu. Each mixer is exactly the same, and they all represent the same mix of your project. However, you can configure each one separately to provide you with different views, channel types, and information. This is very handy if you have a large mix to work with and you want to keep things organized. The mixer itself is laid out in the 2 main sections. To the far left, you have a control strip that gives you access to various view options and global functions for the mixer. After that, you have the main channel strip area of the mixer. From here, you'll access all the various channel types and operations of the mixer. We'll take a closer look at all of these next. First, let's cover the functions of the mixer control strip area. The main 2 functions you'll be using the most are the channel view toggle buttons and the mixer expansion button. The channel view toggles allow you to show or hide the various channel types available to you. The channel types available are input channels, audio channels, group channels, rewire channels, MIDI channels, virtual instrument channels, effects channels, output channels, and hidden channels. We'll cover each of these channels in more detail in the next movie tutorial. The other important function is the Expand Mixer option. The mixer can be viewed in 3 ways. First is the fader view that we see now. Next, we have the Extended Fader view. With this view, you are provided with further options to show or hide inserts, sends, EQs, enhanced metering, and more for each individual channel. The final view is the Input-Output view that shows the in-out routing, input gain trim, and phase options for each channel. All of the view options covered so far are available for each of the 4 mixer views, and you can save them as presets that can be recalled at any time. This small section above the channel type view strip allows you to add, remove, and select available mixer view presets. You also have global buttons for mutes, solos, and read-write automation. And the VST connection button here allows you to access your VST connection setup, which we covered earlier in the VST connections tutorial. Moving on to the channel fader view, I've got 1 track of every type created here. You'll notice that each channel type shares similar options and functions. They all have mute, solo, and automation read-write buttons. You also have a main panner, which has several different panning modes to choose from. You also have options to bypass inserts, EQs, or sends, if applicable for that channel type. Each channel has a VU meter and a numeric display of the meter levels as well. Each channel type also has its own color designation to make it easier to distinguish them when your mixes get larger, and you can customize the name of each mixer channel to better reflect what the channel is actually used for. You also have a variety of context menu options for the mixer, like VU meter options, channel linking, and more. Some of these will be covered in more detail later. Another handy feature is the ability to switch from wide to narrow channel views. Each channel can be set individually, or you can set this option globally. This is very useful when your projects begin to grow too large to keep a wide-eye view of the entire mix. If you choose to view your input and output channels, you'll notice that you also have the option to adjust the view width used for these sections of the mixer. If you find that you don't necessarily need to use the mixer and would rather keep your desktop space for editing your projects, then you have all the same mixer options and capabilities in the channel view provided to you in each track inspector's view in the project editor. From here, you can also access the EQs, inserts, and send options. And as if this wasn't enough, you also have a channel settings view. This is a comprehensive view of all the mixer options and settings for a single channel at any given time. This window also dynamically changes as you change the currently selected channel. So as I click on different tracks within my project, the channel setting window automatically changes to correspond to the channel I've selected. This is yet another great way to work with mixer channels without having to keep the entire mixer open at all times. So, from this movie tutorial, we've had the chance to get a good look at the VST mixer and all the various ways to access it. The mixer is probably one of my favorite areas in Nuendo. It's well designed, logically laid out, and easy to get to everything without any clutter or confusion. It offers you many ways to view the mixer as well as customize its settings to your liking. Even when your mixes become immensely large, the VST mixer will keep things organized for you, allowing you to stay focused on getting your mix to sound just right.